Всех приветствую, товарищи. С вами Вещи Олег. Сегодня у нас Baldur's Gate 3. Продолжаем проходить. Наконец-то мы добрались, можно сказать, до генерала Торма. Уже вот-вот. Поэтому пойдемте дальше. Будем уже врываться. Я думаю, пора. Там уже нас ждут, я смотрю. Я его сразу так как-то накастовать. Грубо говоря, сразу кастанул, да, получается. Так.
This is my time.
Так, а что бы такое сразу фигачить? Так, за Эльки спасибо большое. Приветствую на стриме. Так, есть, попали в нее, отлично. Так, чем Харсин, чем бы долбануть? Так, это лагерь.
Gale. Thank you. Any particular reason? Between the orb and the bug, You've got more than your fair share of unwelcome passengers.
What can I say? Mother always taught me to be a gracious host.
Ну, что у нас тут? Куда-то на улицу. Тут делать нефиг. Заперто. Нам, по сути, наверх надо идти, само собой, блин, или... Пробовать нас открывать, по-моему, даже нечему. Зельки, спасибо. Опа, комната Бальдазара. Это, кстати, интересно.
That's curious.
Угу, понятно.
No holding back.
Плохо.
Tempest I will raise.
Так, одного добили.
You're an impressive fighter, game. You should consider a new name.
Maybe you have some suggestions?
The Wizard Wonder. Or how about the Master of the Weave?
Tempting. But I think we might already have the maximum number of theatrical titles.
Эти, получается, все внизу стоят там, да? А, ну это вот мы отсюда прошли, получается.
Something over there.
Так. Канася. Еще не покупал там отмычки. Четыре. Да что херня, блин. Ну, хоть так.
Letter from Ketheric's wife. Sounds like she loved him very much.
Прикольно.
Ketheric's been studying something called the Apostle, but of which god?
Там что-то еще, по-моему, ездим. Ну-ка попробуем. Отлично, 15.
Right, what now?
Sharp as ever.
Так, накинем плащик, пусть будет. Ну-ка. Чё, перегрузка, блин. Ну-ка разгрузимся, считаем. Так. Мгм.
Feel that one later.
Так, есть теперь что, надо подниматься выше, получается.
That is not what it seems. I see you, shapeshifter.
Угу.
Gag on your bedeviled stench.
May the dice roll in my favor. No holding back.
Так. Понятно, здесь мы были.
You. What have you done? Huh. What have you done to me?
Попробуем увидеть.
There is no redemption, can't you see? It is too late. If Melodia could see all I've done, she'd know. She'd know her husband died long ago with Isabel. Unlike Isabel, he could not be brought back. I wish it could be so. I do. But the Moon Maiden did not intervene when my life was dismantled piece by piece. And when I
Жалеем.
tried to
Всем
buy it
спасибо.
back, it cost me everything. Everything. We are copper pieces in their belts. Tokens to be traded for scraps. You have beaten me, true soul. But the gods beat me first. Aelin.
Rise, you dog! Retribution has come, and her sword is my sword. Ha! Ketheric Thorn would sooner die than lay down his rank cause. Isn't that right, General?
I was a fool to hesitate. Power like mine cannot be hidden, cannot be cowed. But power like mine has a price. A price I am destined to pay. You have one last chance to bow. Once it's gone, I'll have no choice but to destroy you both. Do you hear? Bow! The prism. You've had it all this time, you worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
Сурово.
Tremble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side.
Опа-на, не понял. Фига, у меня игруха вылетела. Ну-ка. Перезапущу. Так, ну мы знаем, что мы будем. Давайте еще привал.
Pushing on.
You. What have you done? Huh. What have you done to me? Impossible. You are a thrall. A slave. You serve the Absolute. You serve me.
Если не будем церемониться, пытаться убедить или еще что-то.
Bow!
Ну, раз убедить особо невозможно.
The prism. You've had it all this time. You worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break. You.
How good it is to see you again, Ketherick. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Halen, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name. After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough. This ends here and now. At last.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Угу. Надо, видимо, как-то разбираться, да. По точкам. А, я про... Да ладно, наш был так ломануться.
Finding my way. Gone with the weave. Indeed.
Подскользнулся.
One day I'll catch a break.
Короче, надо было выхилить ее. Пробовать. Значит, на него что-нибудь наложим. Ну что, не достой до него разве?
Enough.
Так.
The Lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
You will fall as sure as she. This has only begun.
На сегодня силища, конечно. Так, за великий спасибо, ребята.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
Forever dauntless. Two steps at a time. Mistra Rill. On my way.
А, тоже туманного шага нету. Осталась-то собака несчастная. Смотрите, медведь споткнулся. Мишкан, ты, блин, даешь.
Blood follows me everywhere. On the victor's path. Fleet of foot. The witching hour. Outflank, outsmart.
Медведь, да хорош валяться, блин.
That thing came from below. We need to find out where it took Ketherick.
Ну понятно, будет сундук просто так открытый стоять здесь, конечно. Что там за кольцо такое? Что за мега кольцо? Так, ну что здесь нас хранить? Что-то я думал, что на эту рамку что-то эпичное будет. Так, медведя может захилить здесь. А, нахер медведя хилить? Мы сейчас просто из облака выйдем и все.
Never a dull moment.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again. I certainly do. Theory and supposition, none of which will help us in the fight to come. Ketherick must die, and the Absolute with him. We will work out the details as they really...
Так, интересно, я же одну ночку могу переночевать? Восстановиться?
As you wish. Good hunting.
Не надо. Сохранение было. Давайте попробуем один фиг. Я думаю, ничего мы этим не просрем. Самое интересное, я все вроде бежал, а родителей, ну, точнее, отца Вилла не нашел. Так, ладно, сейчас минутку продолжим. Так, ну поехали. Может, план нападения использовать на всех?
The pride of the gate.
У Вилла есть план нападения? Хальсина. Полет у него есть.
Yes. No one stopped me yet. Looking ahead.
Так, а ну-ка. Отлично. О, на всех используется. Вообще прекрасно.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This is an Illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
I wager that devil I meant to rescue somewhere near.
Your father too, if our fortunes are so kind.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the absolute now. The telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Мозгошмыги будут нас трогать, нет, интересно?
Stench. Wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its
Это тоже интереснее. Александр, привет, привет.
anything that could serve you. Pliant as well-worn boots, his mind turns to his work. Chop, cut, sort, shiver of impact, crack of bone. He removes the brains, digs free the squirming tadpoles, the unworthy ones given over to the Illithids to become.
Part of one mind. 4 little feet dancing to same song.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hive mind.
Nursery. Here they become. Chop, chop. Help them. Come.
Нормально, блин.
Master. Look. Down. Deep. One of three. One of three. Chop, chop, chop.
Ну, там уже все гораздо интереснее, да? Угу, хроноквартира вот это вот. Важнее, пойдем-ка туда.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. And it comes. Disunity. The returned city casts your people out, the devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
Mazora, you're Zariel's asset.
My dumb little stinker. Took you long enough. Now, by Grazit's cock, get me out of this thing!
I'll do it, and you'll set me free. That was the deal.
Yeah. So, get to it already.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Так, ну-ка.
You did all right, Will. I'd give your belly a good rub, but never could stand the smell.
You're free, Mazora. I held up my end. Now you hold up yours. Sever the pact.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soulbearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? Gods damn you!
Скотина брыдка.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
Так. Два, блин. Здесь могу перебросить хотя бы.
Another one? Well, after jumping through all those hoops, a little treat wouldn't hurt. All that power. And to think you want to throw it away. Now, you've got business in the towers to take care of. Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough.
Зараза, какая хитрая. Ну, блин, неудивительно на самом деле.
Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Ну что, перетрем.
Zarya's asset was none other than Mazora herself. Of course. Tricks on top of tricks on top of tricks. But I've only got 6 months before I made a free man. Thanks be to the Triad. No, scratch that. Thanks be to you. First, we killed Ketheric Thorm. Then, I'll tell you everything you want to know. What else is on your mind?
Так, посмотрим, кто за рапира такая. Если дам Уилл, он сможет ее тягать? Может.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The moment comes. The absolute moves.
Bring death. General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers.
А ну-ка, что-нибудь торгнуть можно что-то? Ничего. Давайте попробуем обмануть. 21, ни хрена. Население плюс 10.
I have no need for a throne. You could merely get in the way. Go on, make yourself useful somewhere. If you cannot manage that, just stay out of the way.
Ну хорошо.
Design.
Gather yourselves. Soon we march to victory.
Угу.
We will take the city. Every soul.
А погоди, здесь вот вроде проход есть.
Descend. Obey.
Ты обратно развернулся. Если вот сюда. Здесь будет махач, понятно. Тут прям до хрена. Если с Кедриком Тором если драться, то я не хочу тратить сейчас способности. Может, лучше потом сюда сходим. О, это уже интересней.
How many true souls have passed through this place? Is anyone else's tadpole swirling around more than usual?
It senses something, doesn't it? I'll keep my guard up.
Ну, движемся к развязке, получается.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
Так, а ну сейчас минутку. Так, ну что ж, давайте заходим. Что делать?
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes, with cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Thor!
Нахрена это абсолют? Мозг вот этот.
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands. One last gust of weave. One last gale to end them all.
No!
Ну, кайфует.
Beneath the smoking ashes of Moonrise Towers, the Elder Brain lies destroyed. But what of the tadpoles it commanded? Freed of the Absolute's control, they will complete their transformations. A plague of illithids will
Нахрена себе, получается, типа одна из концовок такая.
enslaving all they do not infect. It is an ending of sorts, though not the one destiny had in store for you.
Ни хрена себе. То есть, если гейд использует, одна из концовок, получается, резких, да? Иначе могила притормозим.
longer a background. We found it. The absolute is behind.
Давай, ходим. Попробуем Гейла остановить тогда. Это нифига себе. То есть одну концовку мы, по сути, получили уже.
You said it was under control.
Ладно, мы
You forget
промотаем.
Built a rogue.
sure that they would
The distraction. So you haven't lost. The Slayer against the Undying One.
But
If the Orenanai, the edict.
the lash!
the testament of Merkel.
An elder brain. One of the cruel.
Look at that crown. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mistra commands. What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counts of my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance. I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mistra. I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so... very well. I'll stand down. To stand by you.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guests. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the absolute.
Whom preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Shit, no. Father!
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
Угу.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Так.
Your place is to die so that I might finally live. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Yes.
Так все просто.
Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
So long as Night Song's in that cave, Ketherick will keep getting back up.
У кого-то есть какая-нибудь невидимость, интересно?
Swift as my feet can carry me. Allow me to demonstrate.
Так, оценим обстановку. Ага, здесь эти будут кастовать. Здесь и летит. Здесь мозги. Этих товарищей сразу на приходим туда. Слишком высоко не запрыгнуть, да? Как же туда забраться? Есть неделя там выдающихся прыжков или что-нибудь типа того. О, прям топчик. Так, ну Халисона был, по-моему, туманный шаг. Так, а кому помощь это досталась? Погодите. До Халисона добраться гораздо проще будет. Так, а тут... Что у нас тут с туманными шагами? Всего не очень. Так, сейчас, секундочку. Так, а что у нас прикольного еще есть?
Your attack, soldiers!
Ну, понятно, кто ближе подошел, как бы. А вот так. Там летит зараза мощный. Так, спасибо за ману, Фокс 12. Ну, так, если...
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours. You dare end one who belongs to me. I am the smile of the world-cleansed skull. I am the regrets of those who remain, and the restlessness of those who are gone. I am the haunt of mausoleums, the god of graves and age, of dust and dust. I am Merkel, Lord of Bones, and you have slain my chosen. But it is no matter, for I am death, and I am not the end. I am the beginning.
The Triad help us.
Ни хрена себе. Ага, он будет атаковать, понятно. Так, ну-ка, а что насчет лунного света там?
Forever dauntless.
match your son, Oathbreaker.
One life to my life. Sustain.
Хрена там урона. Гейла больше всех отоварили. Гейла захилим. Так, а ну сейчас хилочку сожрем Кунигейлом. А, он наложил мне какую-то хрень. А вот так.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken.
А, ты думал, вечный будешь?
You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed.
You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Фу, ни хрена себе.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Отковырнем сейчас.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
Так,
The crown's
послушаем.
markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese. These chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
Так, спасибо за Эрики. Хок 112, я все вижу, спасибо.
One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
Да уж, блин, есть чем беспокоиться.
We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Так, понятно. Так, забрали, ну и все. Че, ну телепортируемся.
If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long, and I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands. The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power, the ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different.
I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerous Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Nethery sects are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Интересно.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
А ну-ка давай.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. And I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Missoura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grey dwarfs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean.
Хитро, конечно, хитро.
I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did. I understand. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know, or know of more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor.
Блин, значит, игрушка перезапустить будет.
A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. Well, the better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew.
Так. Так, сейчас, короче, секундочку, давайте мы, наверное, здесь быстренько сохранимся. Я на игрушку перезапущу сейчас. А то что, ну прям, смотрю, подлагивает знатно. Вот просадки какие-то пошли. Заставочку поставим. Как все это буду делать.